mostly? Do they
Do
they sell the product mostly to the food service or retail, the beers?
Well, the question is a double-edged sword. Pre-pandemic or now in pandemic? The majority.
Both.
Well, pre. Restaurants for the most part. The majority, because again, as I alluded to before, because of the higher price point of these particular beers, they tended to be more in specialty beer houses, restaurants that focus more on beer, as well as more fine dining tablecloth establishments, not just Greek, but a bunch of other ones as well, from other Mediterranean focused menus. And then a lot of the craft beer retailers. Of course, if you're in New York, yes, you go to your Titans, your Mediterraneans. And then there's been interest because, again, of people going to their local craft beer stores and asking for the beers. You're starting to see them popping up in Westchester and Long Island and so forth. But, it's until the customer goes and asks them, well, why don't you have it? All of a sudden the retailer, because again, you have to think about it on the flip side. They're bombarded with over 1,000 different products almost on a monthly basis. Why do they need to have something from Greece? So when the customer comes in and says, I need this, why don't you have it? All of a sudden it gets forefront in their mind, as opposed to that's how things work. So mostly in this neck of the woods, you'll find it a lot in Astoria. You'll find it up in Brewing Co., which is in Westchester and Bedford Hills. And then out in, you guys have to email me. I have to give you the rest of the places. I can't remember off the top of my head. But there are some more specialty places that are selling the beers.
Well, Andrea, though, I would also argue that places like Nice and Easy and Avra are trendsetters. So
they are. They can buy.
Like that,
they're more than welcome to buy the beer from us. We are a licensed wholesaler in the state of New York. We sell to everyone with a license here in New York.
If they took a particular beer, maybe like the Donkey that people are not familiar with, I believe that they could actually make a market for it. And
exactly.
That's the beauty of such a successful restaurant like Avra. Go ahead, Scott.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you can take my word for it. Come see me, and Crazy Donkey or Red Donkey will be on the Avra beer list. I promise you that.
You're in trouble now. You told me